Hey guys, so today I'm doing another mask and chat, and it's going to be on one of these Andalou Naturals single-use face masks. So I know I said in an empties video when I had done one of those sheet masks from Andalou Naturals that I probably wouldn't like seek these things out and or try them again, but I was at the grocery store and I was perusing through the Whole Foods beauty section or whatever because I needed some cotton rounds, and I saw this and I was like, you know what, why not? This would make a good mask and chat probably. So this is the Instant Luminous Face Mask Turmeric and Gold Clay. And I looked at the ingredients. I know that they've reformulated a bunch of their stuff and the ingredients aren't the same on some of their products, and I don't think this is any of their, at least I don't recall this being any of their other sort of like pot face masks that they used to have. I think this is a new formula. I could be wrong, but the ingredients didn't look terrible on it. There's nothing in here that I'm like worried about. All the ingredients actually look really good. So it even has some like organic ingredients, fair trade ingredients. Even on the back it says travel friendly. There's like a little plane decal on here so you can bring these single-use masks on the plane. So I thought that was kind of interesting. So I already went ahead and I washed my face this morning, and I'm also going to film another video after I do this. So I wanted my skin to, you know, look kind of nice. And my skin is looking, I don't know, pretty haggard lately, I think. I'm breaking out a ton right here. Don't really know why. It could be diet, it could be just hormones, who knows. But yeah, so I'm going to go ahead. So this says to evenly apply to clean, damp, or dry skin, avoid eye and lip areas, leave on for 10 to 20 minutes, rinse cool with clean water. So it's got things like aloe leaf juice in it, water, French clay powder, bentonite clay, sea buckthorn fruit oil, sunflower seed oil. Then it's got their fruit stem cells and bioactive 8-berry complex, cocoa seed butter, vitamin C, turmeric, rooibos extract, white tea leaf extract, hibiscus, and then some preservatives, tangerine peel, orange peel, but there's no phenoxyethanol, there's no honey, it's vegan. So I'm going to go ahead and open this up. So you just open up the back and there's this little pod that you pull out. So this is 8 grams of product. And then I'm just going to go ahead and slather that all over my face. So it smells really good. It smells like orange, like a creamsicle. I feel like everything smells like a creamsicle. So it's sort of like a white, light orange consistency. And if you hear some like squeaking, Oliver is sitting here right next to me, chewing on the end of a hairbrush because he's teething like mad. And he just wants to put his mouth on everything. So, you know, now that I've got this open, you can probably get 2 masks out of this. But because I don't want to deal with storing it anywhere and I've already used almost half of it, or I've used over half of it, I'm not going to bother. But there is a lot of product in here. You can actually split it in 2 and get 2 different masks out of it, I would think, because this is a lot of product. I'm actually going to go ahead and bring it down my neck as well since I have so much extra. So I do have a couple more of those sheet masks. I bought the rose water ones when I was actually going on my trip, which I'll talk about in this video. I went to Texas for the IBE, and also because we have family, my husband's family's from Texas, so we went and visited family. So I did buy a couple of those rose water like hydration sheet masks for the trip, and then didn't actually ever get a chance to use them. So I still have those. So I'll probably do another mask and chat on those, I would think. So there's that. It's got the whole thing all over my skin. I have no idea if it's going to instantly luminize my skin. We'll see. But even so, it feels really nice. It's like, it feels moisturizing. So I'm guessing it'll be more moisturizing than so much so luminizing. But I mean, it could brighten it. I mean, it's got vitamin C in it. It could brighten my skin. So we'll see. So this is sort of like a first impressions as well, since I've never used this before. And I don't feel any tingling or any sort of reaction on my skin. So we'll see how it goes. So now for the chatty part. So yeah, like I said, I went to, today is June 3rd or 4th. June 4th. It's a Sunday. And we went to Dallas. So May was kind of like an interesting month. So the beginning of May, Gilbert ended up in the hospital. He had a sodium issue. He had gotten food poisoning, and then his sodium dipped really low, so he ended up in the hospital for 5 days. So that was a really fun week. That was the beginning of May. And we were supposed to go to Texas the next week, so I was like, crap, you better get better, because we paid a lot of money for hotel and car and plane trips and all that. So, but luckily he did. He got better. He was fine after his hospital stay. He had a couple days to recover, and then we went on a trip. So then I think we left May 9th. Oh, May 9th we left for Dallas. It was Oliver's first plane ride. Yeah, it was. He's so cute. He did really good. So we actually had a really, really early flight. It was like 5 in the morning. So it was, I think it was good because he ended up sleeping he slept the whole trip. And I slept the whole trip up. I think it's only like a 2 to 2.5 hour plane ride from here to Dallas. So it wasn't terrible, but it was good because he slept the whole way. And no crying. He just cried at the very end because he was hungry. It was like about the time that he normally wakes up, so he was just a little bit hungry. But he was good. Trekking around all of his stuff in the airport, though, was like crazy. So we had to bring his car seat. We had to bring, well, we didn't have to bring his cloth diapers, but I chose to cloth diaper on the trip and not buy disposables because we love cloth. And I knew that I would have washing machines available to me, so that way I could cloth. So that was, the clothing was great. Like I brought like I guess just the right amount because it was enough to last me 3 days. And then as I was washing, I was about running out. So I had brought just the perfect amount, and it was all carry on. We carried on everything. Me and Gilbert shared a suitcase, and then we just did laundry where we were at. Which is probably what we'll do from now on. Like Oliver will get his own suitcase, and then me and Gilbert will end up sharing a suitcase. There he is. There's a little superstar. Then we'll end up sharing a suitcase and just like doing laundry. Hopefully wherever we go, like any other vacations we take. So we went to Dallas because Gilbert's family is all from Texas, and I knew that the IBE was going to be in Dallas this year, so I figured we could sort of make it like a 2-for trip. Like we can do half in Dallas and then half in San Antonio, which is where his family is. So you're so cute. So yeah, we spent the 9th, 10th, and 11th in Dallas. We left the 11th in the morning. The IBE was good. It was okay. I feel like I go more now to like see people and to visit people, and the only person I got to see in Dallas was Shermeen, who lives there. And we didn't even get to see, well, I saw Jeannie and like all the Beauty Heroes peoples, but I didn't really get to see any other friends. But I feel like that's why I go to these things now, is just to like connect with people and just like see people who I've like made friends with over the internet and whatever. I feel like the brands, they're getting progressively less green and just more indie. I mean, it is called the Indie Beauty Expo, but I had thought that the initial premise of this was for green brands as well, but I feel like it's getting less green. That's just my perspective. Some people might think it's really green. I don't. There was only a couple of brands that I was really, really interested in talking to, and the rest I just sort of like walked around. I talked to Iuna. They actually sent me a kit of all their products to try. I had gotten a bunch of their trial sizes when I was at the expo, and I had talked to them, and I got to meet the owner, Begonia. We had actually met in January at the Indie Beauty Expo in January in California, and we just got to talking more here, and she gave me some more of her products, and then when I got home she sent me the full line because I do want to try it. I was actually going to start it June 1st because I wanted to do her line entirely because it's a very high price point, and the way that she's made it out, she's got these 4 products, and she has no intention of adding to the line, so it's just these 4 products. So I really wanted to try a whole month of just her skincare and no other skincare, which I've never done before when testing products. So I was going to start it June 1st, but then I had a couple of videos I needed to put out skincare wise, so I'm waiting a little bit to start that. So I'll probably start it July 1st. which means I need to pull out all of my skincare again because I put it all away in anticipation for doing that, but then I didn't get to do the videos that I wanted to do that are going to require me to sort of like, you know, use other skincare. So I talked to Iuna, and then the other brand that I was really, really excited about and interested in is Live Botanical. It's either Live or Live. I'm not sure. I don't think she told me how to pronounce it when we were there. I was talking to the owner. But I picked up a couple of things from them as well. I picked up a couple of hyaluronic acid serums and then a honey face mask, but I was really excited about that. I hope to see, they have a lot of products in their line, and I actually really liked the premise behind it. There's 4 different sort of like categories in the line, and they're based on the elements. So there's like air, earth, wind, and fire, I believe. Except I think I only picked up earth and air. I'm not really sure what I picked up anymore. But yeah, she was telling me all about the line, and I'm really excited about that line, and I want to try more from them because they've got a lot of really interesting sounding products. And that was that one and Iuna were the 2 that I was like the most excited about, and the rest of the ones that I looked at, I was just kind of like, meh. It's not like unique enough for me, and there's a lot of really nice like perfumes, but they're not like natural or organic or just natural, and which really stinks. I mean, I wish there was more like, I wish it was more green. So we're debating right now whether or not we want to go to New York in August. So we're trying to figure out, because I've got some vacation time left, Gilbert's got some vacation time left. We also have family up in New York that we could visit, and then we could just sort of like go into New York for a couple of days to do the Indie Beauty Expo and then spend the rest of the time in Connecticut where my uncle lives, which is where we would stay. So we're debating right now whether we want to go to New York. It's looking like we might, because we don't really have any other plans to do anything else, and we've got, you know, sort of like housing in New York, and we would have to pay for that, you know, everywhere else we go. So we probably will go to New York. I'm not sure though. I'll keep you updated. But I feel like the Indie Beauty Expo in New York is better because more green brands are like actually in New York. So I feel like it's easier for them to sort of get there. It's not as like crazy expensive. I mean, it's expensive to house a booth, especially in New York. But I don't know. I feel like the brands that were there last year were better than the ones that were in Dallas, at least. I wonder if I didn't talk about it. I didn't talk about my experience in LA this year, but I sort of felt the same way. It was like less green and more just indie, which sort of disappoints me because I want there to be just like a green show, which A Night for Green Beauty used to be, which I thought this was supposed to be sort of like a replacement for, but there's no more A Night for Green Beauty, and this is not really as green as I would like, which is sad. Oh, Au Naturel was there, so I did get to swatch all of their new colors. Au Naturel is like at every one of these shows, so I did get to swatch a lot of their new colors, their foundation and those new lip stain things, which are really interesting. I'm starting to feel this mask now. It feels, I could see it sort of like sinking in, but it's starting to feel like warm. Not really so much like tight, but it's like warming, like tingling, warming, that kind of thing. So anyway, so yeah. So then after Dallas, we drove to San Antonio. I got to meet Laura from Naturally Laura Catherine, who is the sweetest, love her. Even afterwards, Gilbert was like, I really liked her. I'm sad that we won't get to see her again until we go back to Texas. So yeah, Gilbert liked her. She was really great. We went to a farmer's market, we walked around, we had some ice cream, and then we had lunch. And that was just fun. So I miss her because she's really great. And then we just spent some time with Gilbert's family in Uvalde, which is west of San Antonio. So, and then we came home. Oliver did really great on the plane ride home as well. He slept for the first hour, and then he was awake, not crying, the rest of the trip. Yeah, he's so cute. Yeah, that hairbrush doesn't taste so good, huh? Here, why don't you do the other end? There you go. Or do you want a puff? Would you like a puff? No, you just want to chew on that? Yeah, his top 2 teeth are coming in. I feel like they should have been in by now because he's like chewing on everything, but yeah, they're bothering him. They're bothering him. So then the rest of May, we came home and I was just sort of like tired and overwhelmed, so I didn't really film anything. I filmed a couple of things, but I haven't edited them or put them up yet. And I'm debating now if I want to refilm them. I don't really know. I've been refilming a lot lately because I feel like I don't like any of the videos that I'm filming lately. And I want the content I create to be more meaningful, I guess, or more useful, because I feel like I film a lot of videos, and some of them just aren't as helpful or useful. I don't know. I want to film more useful stuff, especially because my time is a lot more limited now. I want to film more useful content. So like the demo that I just did for the Hanua products for the May Beauty Heroes, or the June Beauty Heroes box, got a lot of good feedback. So I know that you guys like to see more of like demos and reviews and stuff like that. But I also recently decluttered a bunch of stuff again. Would you want to see another declutter video? Let me know. I know you guys like empties videos, but I won't have one of those for a while. I'm trying to think. I don't know. I like doing my box reviews. I mean, I like the stuff that I do, but it's just like my time is more limited now. So I'm trying to find like a good balance between, like, I like to film a lot, but I also want my stuff to be, you know, like meaningful, and I don't know, whatever. So then the rest of May I just sort of like relaxed, and like yesterday I was going to film, but then I ended up taking 2 naps with Oliver, so I didn't get to it. So that's the other thing too, is I just want to make sure that I'm spending, like, you know, enough time with Oliver, and my time like isn't just about YouTube. Like I want him to never feel like, you know, I did YouTube versus, you know, spending time with him or whatever. But I know he's such a young age right now that it's not, you know, like that bad, but yeah. Say, who's that? Who's that? That's Oliver. Yeah, it is. Say hi. Yeah, say hi. He sees himself. He's so cute. He's like crawling around everywhere, sort of. It's like army crawl. He's like dragging himself around. He looks like he's swimming when he like pushes himself on the floor. So we think, I don't know, maybe he'll be into swimming when he's older. What do you think, dude? Yeah. But he's like almost 8.5 months old. He's gigantic. He's humongous. The last time we weighed him, he was 22 pounds. We don't have another appointment until June 23rd, so it's his 9-month appointment. And I might do like a 9-month update after that. Depending on, I don't know, if I have anything to update about, but he's like doing great. He's like happy as can be. Tell them. Or tell yourself. He's starting to like chatter, so he does like the dad, ma, ba, ba. Yeah. Yeah. He's the cutest thing. But yeah, and then I did a bunch of giveaways over on my Instagram for my birthday. I've never done anything like that before. But I just thought it would be fun to sort of like give away stuff that I love and like I've talked about for a long time and that kind of thing. Like I just really wanted to do something like that. I'd never done, like I said, never done anything like that before, and I just wanted to. So I do have something else coming up that you will see before this probably. I'm going to be doing a giveaway with Earthwise Beauty, which was supposed to be for my birthday giveaway, but then we decided to do something a little bit different. So I'm going to do a review, which I'm going to film after this, if all goes to plan, and then I'm going to post that and then post the giveaway at the same time over on Instagram. So there's that. So, and then, yeah, and then we've also been dealing with sort of like an unfortunate nanny situation. So we had a nanny from January to May, and she decided to go get a full-time job. So we are in sort of like a weird limbo place where I don't really have a nanny. I had a babysitter who just texted me today and said that she can no longer babysit, which is so ridiculous. So I'm looking for a nanny, and the thing that is the hardest is we really need someone for such a short period of time. We only need somebody on Mondays and Wednesdays between 8 and 2. So it's like there's like nobody. That's just a really small amount of time that we need somebody, but I need somebody to be here when I'm working because I'm not supposed to have him I'm not supposed to be taking care of him while I'm working at my job. So we're sort of dealing with that right now, but we don't know. I emailed another girl just before I sat down to do this, so I'm hoping we get somebody. I don't know what we're going to do if we don't. I don't know. So that's just really annoying, is that I've got, I'm just dealing with this right now. It almost feels like it's kind of drying like a face mask, or like a clay face mask, but it's not like super tight. So yeah, so we're dealing with that as well. We're dealing with an unfortunate nanny situation where I don't have childcare. It's like, how do people do this? Like, daycare outside of the home doesn't work for us because Gilbert and I have two totally different work schedules. We only have one car, so I can't like drop him off, pick him up. There's no sort of like daycare situation, home daycare situations in my area. Like, they're all not within walking distance, especially in the summer. Like, if there was one right down the street from my house, that might be a different story, but there isn't one. So we're sort of dealing with this. Yep. Oliver's pulling on the camera a little bit. So we're sort of dealing with this because, oh my gosh. So yeah, we're just in like a really tight situation because, you know, daycare doesn't work out. I need somebody when I'm working. I've already adjusted my schedule as much as I can, like at work. I can't work like different hours. But yeah. So we're dealing with that, and really everything else is just sort of like, I mean, everything else is okay. You know, work is going fine. Gilbert's work is going fine. It's just, it's the summer now, so we're over 103 degrees every single day, which is fun. I'm waiting for July when it'll be over 115 every single day. But yeah, other than that, not really a whole lot else is going on. Yeah. Just Oliver. Just, he's growing like a weed. Teething. Chewing on everything. Yeah, he loves his cats. Jessie, he will chase Jessie around the house and lay on her and try to eat her. It's adorable. So anyway, I guess that's really it. I'm going to leave this on for a little while longer and then I'll wash it off. I'll come back when I'm ready to wash this off so I can show you what it looks like before I wash it off. It might be all the way sunken in by then. I'm not really sure. I mean, most of it's sort of like dried. And there's just a couple like larger spots that are still like a little bit wet, so those might completely dry. But I will come back and show you before I rinse it off with cool water, and then we will sort of see what my skin looks like. And I didn't do it before, but I'll, you know, show a clip of me talking from before that will serve as my before. But that's everything for right now. I will be back in a little bit. Okay, so it's been another half an hour, 45-ish minutes, and it's pretty much dried completely. I don't know, with as thick as it was, I was not expecting it to dry like a clay mask would normally dry. Now, it doesn't feel like super tight or anything like that, but it is dried, except for, you know, like sort of this area right here where there's like a little bit. There's a lot sort of sitting on this side of my nose. So I'm going to wash it off and then we'll see what my skin looks like. Okay, so here's my skin after washing it all off. Now, I don't see a noticeable difference. You let me know if you do, or I'll look at the beginning footage and the footage now. I've also got a baby still grabbing at my stuff. When I go back to edit this and see, but I don't feel like I notice a brightening or anything like that. Maybe it's a little bit less red where my breakout areas were, and my skin feels a little bit softer, but honestly, I don't know how effective these masks are. Now, the one sheet mask that I did try, I did like it. I did like it because I did feel like it made my skin a little bit brighter, but I don't think this one is as good as the sheet mask one from Andalou Naturals. That's for brightening. So yeah, I don't know. I mean, the Andalou Natural stuff used to have really good ingredients. I know that they've changed out some of their ingredients to include things like dimethicone, and the preservatives have changed a little bit, which is disappointing. So I don't think now I like them as much as I used to, but even when I used to use them, I don't think they're the most effective in terms of skincare. I feel like there's better skincare out there, even at the price point that Andalou Naturals is at. Now, Andalou Naturals is sort of like a lower end, like drugstore, I would say, sort of kind of brand, because you could find it at Whole Foods and stuff like that. But I feel like there are other brands that you could find at Whole Foods that are far more effective than Andalou Naturals. And I think in terms of the mask, I think it's the same. Like, this isn't one that I would buy again because I don't think it did anything for my skin. Like, I mean, it was fun, but if it doesn't do anything, like, I'm not going to want to use it again. Like, if this was something that I bought in a full-size pot and I didn't feel any use out of on the first try, I would be really, really disappointed. But because I only spent like $3 on it, I guess I can't be too upset. But I would suggest that you don't buy these because I don't think that it's worth it. That's all I've got for this video. Let me know if you've tried any of these Andalou Naturals instant pod mask thingies and what you've thought, which ones you've tried. Someone's starting to get a little grumpy. Yeah. It's almost his nap time. But yeah, if you've tried any of these, or even the sheet masks, which ones you've tried and how you feel about them. But yeah, these definitely, the pods, I'm definitely not going to pick up any of the other ones. I do have the... I do have the 1000 Roses sheet mask to try, so I'll probably do a mask and chat on one of those and then use up the other ones, but I probably won't buy any more of these in the future. I just feel like they're not as effective. I'd rather spend money on, you know, like a jarred face mask that actually works. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you enjoyed seeing little Oliver, who's like a little crazy right now. Yeah, silly boy. And we will see you in our next video. Bye.